Hey guys, what's going on? I'm going to take a quick look at Algorand. Ticker for this is Algo, and I'm currently on the weekly time frame. Before I get into the details, a couple things. First, if you're not subscribed and you want to be able to find this channel again in the future, click subscribe, click the bell, and then click on all. If you don't do that and you click away, you may have a hard time finding the channel just because I'm not really prioritizing the search algorithm because it's a new channel with only around 1,000 subscribers or so. So yeah, if you want to be able to get more updates from me in the future, make sure you subscribe before you click away. Also, if you want an exchange to trade Algorand on, I put a link to two different exchanges in the pinned comment and the description. The first one's called BitGet, really good exchange, but in about a week's time, they're going to start requiring KYC. Figured some of you guys wouldn't be down with that. It's not really my favorite thing either, so I put an alternative. It's called BingX, and BingX does not require you to submit any of your personal documents. Now, you may need a VPN to access either of these exchanges, depending on where you're located, so I also put a link to a VPN as well. Okay, so now that that's been said, let's take a look at Algorand. Okay, so I've looked at this coin several times in the past, and in the previous videos, I marked out where I think the important levels are. So if you want me to walk you through that step by step, just watch one of my previous videos. For now, there's just a couple things that I want to spotlight, right? So as you can see, just kind of like a brief overview. We had this massive run up to the upside, huge pump up in 5 waves. Then we had this huge retrace, and now we are basically right back where we started. So I usually mention this when I showcase this coin. This is a perfect example of why you need to be taking profits. When you have that feeling of euphoria, like in the peak of the alt season, when you start planning the multiple properties you want to buy and so on and so forth, that's when you need to get out, okay? Because it may seem like these coins are very valuable in a bull market, but the bear market will show you that they're not, okay? Look at this, like full retrace from 9 cents up to over $3, back down to 9 cents. So you want to get in and then you want to get out. If you bought down here, rode these waves up, and then held all the way back down, that's just torment. I don't know how else to describe it as torment. So make sure you're unloading your bags next time you get the opportunity. Next bull run, maybe late 2024, 2025. Make sure you're scaling out of your position. Now you don't have to take everything off the table at once, but just take 10% here, another 10%, another 10%. As it's going up, scale out of your position because there's going to come a time where it comes all the way back down, and you'll be able to reaccumulate your position. So don't think that if it comes back up here and you start selling at $1.80 and it ends up going to $3, that you're never going to see that $1.80 price again. It's going to come back down. So just be patient and don't let the emotions of trading, greed particularly, cloud your judgment and get you to hold and not sell up here, okay? All right, so with that being said, I want to basically show you where we are right now. I'm going to change the time frame from the weekly to the daily, and you'll see that we have this downsloping level of resistance. Well, obviously we have, sorry, I'll go back. Obviously we have this large falling wedge. Okay, this is actually a bullish reversal pattern, and you'll see that the trading range is getting tighter. More often than not, this pattern is going to break to the upside. So that's actually fully what I expect to happen. I imagine that this is going to break to the upside. It's just a matter of when and where I'm going to look to get in, okay? So there's another resistance line within this falling wedge. So now I'll put it back to the daily. And you see right here, dating back since about the end of April, all the way to right now, we just recently broke out of it. We had this down sloping level of resistance. We broke out, and yeah, that's pretty much where we are right now. Now we have this horizontal level of resistance, which was once support. So actually, I'll mark that out for you right now. Take the horizontal line, and it's right here. You see the bottom of these two candle bodies? That's where I'll mark that. So in terms of where we are right now, this is the local resistance level, and this downsloping level of resistance should now be a support. So this is the current support level. So we're between here, which is, it depending on where the price is in relation to this line. If the price dumped down right now, that would be about a little over 9 cents, so 0.0984. And again, the local level of resistance is going to be this 0.1054. Level, right? So if we start closing daily candles above here, that's a pretty good sign. But we also have this horizontal level of resistance, and this is based off the weekly time frame. Okay, so remember, I'm drawing these lines based on different time frames. So while this is the local daily resistance, if I zoom back out to the weekly time frame, what you're going to see is this level right here is based on the weekly. So you see on the weekly time frame, we have these wicks that kind of cut through, but the candle bodies closed above this level right here, which is 0.1090 for several months. Okay, so what I'm looking for as an entry for a long, for confirmation, you see how we have this down here. I'm going to kind of zoom out here. You see how we have this down sloping level of resistance, the upper resistance line for this falling wedge, and we also have on the weekly time frame this horizontal line. If the price is able to come up and close above where these two lines intersect, okay, so you see how right here it's about 0.1090. If the price comes up here, first level it has to break is that horizontal level based on the daily time frame, which is right here. Next level is going to be this weekly, and if that happens at a time, basically around October, so October 9th is where these two lines intersect. If the price comes up here and starts closing a weekly candle above both of these two levels, these weekly based resistance levels, that's when I'm going to look to get excited about Algorand and then add to my long positions, okay, for a longer term swing trade. That's going to be a huge development, guys. We're getting closer and closer to it right now. A weekly candle close above this level, again, where these two lines intersect, right? The top line of this falling wedge and this horizontal level of resistance based here on the weekly time frame. And if you want to draw that in your chart, just draw it below these candle bodies right here. Horizontal line right below these candle bodies. That's what I'm looking for right here. Weekly candle closes above here. That's my cue to go long. The first level of resistance off this trade is going to be pretty much here. Let me zoom out here. Yeah, the first level of resistance is going to be this horizontal line based on, if you want to draw that, just paste a horizontal line just below these candle bodies right here. And you'll see that level served as a resistance right here as well. So close above here, long position. First level is going to be just under 14 cents, so 0.1398. But I imagine if we end up breaking this long-term multi-year resistance line, which will mean we break out of this falling wedge, I don't think the price is going to just stop here. I imagine we'll kind of come up, get rejected here, maybe come back down. But ultimately, I think breaking this down sloping level of resistance from this massive falling wedge is going to kick off the new phase of the bull market and a new trend, right? But this is just going to be the first kind of roadblock along the way. After that, you're going to be looking at around 16 cents, so 0.1637. A break of that is going to take us up to over 27 cents. And it's pretty obvious where I got this level. It was support right here for a very long time, for several months. When we broke below it, the price came up, broken support, serves as resistance, and then we got smashed back down. So actually, I think my kind of minimum target, if we do end up breaking this falling wedge, is basically going to be up here, just over 27 cents. But again, of course, these are going to be the resistance levels on the way up. And you can take trades based on that to kind of accumulate your position, right? So maybe if the price comes up here, quick short, stop loss above here. Be very conservative with your profit take, though. If this level breaks, then a long up to here, where you can short again. Maybe short it back down to here, so the price kind of bounces between this level. So up here, rejected, come back down. This previous level of resistance, look for it to serve as support, and then a break up to the upside here, which will take us over 27 cents. But these ranges can be played in the moment, right? Because remember, this is the weekly time frame, so you can dial this down to the smaller time frame and then take your trades based off that. But yeah, once again, to recap, the most recent positive development on Algorand is that we just broke this down sloping level of resistance. And yeah, these are the levels that we're going to have to contend with in the near term, right? So first level again right here, just over 10 cents. This one being the weekly level, and where I'm going to look to enter personally, again, is going to be based on the weekly time frame, weekly candle close above where these two lines intersect, okay? And once again, that's just under 11 cents, so 0.1096 is the level, but obviously I want to see weekly candles closing above it. That's my cue to go long, and then these are going to be my near-term targets to the upside. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. Once again, if you're not subscribed, make sure you click subscribe, click the bell, click on all before you click away from the video. If you want a place to trade Algorand, check out the links to the exchanges that I have linked in the pinned comment and the description. All right, guys, that about wraps it up. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.